Hello, hi, good evening, everyone. Have you had your dinner? It's 9 p.m. sharp, and we are going live. And today we have a very renowned speaker, a good friend of mine. Before we start along, let me just give him a very good introduction. Our distinguished guest tonight is Christopher Pitchaimuthu. He is a master trainer at 𝐒𝐈𝐍𝐄 International and has been a trainer for more than 10 years now. Not just in Malaysia, but Chris has done trainings at international platforms as well, such as in Taiwan, Indonesia, and Belgium. Hi, Chris. Welcome to the show.
Hi, Geraldine. How are you?
I'm good. Have you had your dinner?
Of course, yes. Thank you
What
very
was
much
for
for
dinner today?
inviting. Yeah,
What was
I'm
for dinner
good.
today?
Just a simple one.
Yeah?
Yes,
You cooked or your wife cooked?
my wife too. It's very good too.
Okay. So tell us a little bit about yourself before we begin further.
Well, my name is Christopher Pitchaimuthu, a motivational speaker and also a master trainer in 𝐒𝐈𝐍𝐄 International. Recently, I've authored a book called Building a Better You. And currently residing in Puchong, and I'm from Teluk Intan, a Perak boy.
Perak boy.
Yeah.
At least the
It's
different city
already
now.
almost 20 over years in Kuala Lumpur. Yeah.
Mm. Okay. So are you married, Chris?
Yes, I'm married with one wife. My
One
wife
wife,
is a
huh?
teacher. Yeah.
That's very important to inform.
Wonderful.
Okay. All right, Chris. You seem a
Yes.
little nervous. Are you nervous today?
No, not really,
Not really?
but
Okay.
excited to see you. Thank you for
Okay,
inviting. Yeah.
everyone watching us tonight, hello, thank you for your time. It would be wonderful if you can share this out, and one moment. If you can share this out, click the share button, create a watch party. It will be very exciting for more people to join us as we go along. Yeah. And if you would like to interact with Chris, please do type in, say hello to us. Yeah. We do have some comments coming in already. There are some fans, very ardent fans. 2 minutes to go before 9. They were already saying start the show. Right. Okay. So Christopher is from 𝐒𝐈𝐍𝐄 International. We would like to hear about his journey to be where he is right now. He's a motivational speaker. He's an author. He's a husband. He's a master trainer as well. All right. So Chris, tell us a little bit more about your journey.
Wonderful. Thank you, Geraldine. I grew up in an estate back in Teluk Intan, and my world was very small at that. And I remember at that age, a tender age, my mom told me, son, when you grow up, you become an engineer. The reason being, at that time in an estate, the only one respectable man who is driving a big car, looks very professional at that time, is the engineer in the estate. And I grew up living with that particular dream, the burning desire inside me that I wanted to become an engineer. And until one day, an uncle of mine came along and asked me, what is your dream? I said, I want to become an engineer. He told me right on my face, he said, you will never make it. You will definitely end up in the estate like your father. That was a big blow in my life at that tender age. And I felt I was not being encouraged. And that is where I knew my self-esteem dropped to the lowest point.
Oh dear. Okay.
After some time, my father shifted. We came to a town during my high school, and there was another challenge during that time. I had a problem communicating with my friends because
Okay.
my language was a problem. I'm not good in English proficiency. I had a problem. But somehow or other, I could manage to communicate with my broken English, and there are some good people who came along and corrected me. And that is where I grew, that is how I grew up. And during my schooling time after my SPM, the desire for me to become an engineer was still there deep inside. I really wanted to become one. After my SPM, I went and worked for some time while waiting for result. We got a few months, 3 to 4 months. I went and worked and saved money to enroll myself in a college. And I knew that money is not enough. It is only sufficient for me to go and enroll myself, not to continue my studies for the next 3 years. But I knew deep down in my heart, somehow or other, I will make it through. Immediately, I went and enrolled myself in that particular college as an engineering student. And I told my dad, I said, Dad, I already enrolled as an engineering student. My dad was very quiet. I knew that he could not afford it. And he was thinking very deeply, how is he going to pay my tuition fee?
Right.
But that is where, the moment you believe in your dream, there was a saying, the entire universe will conspire to make it happen. And that is where I got 2 scholarships. One, it paid out my tuition fee. Another scholarship was for my pocket money. And that was a wonderful moment. I managed to complete my college studies after 3 years. And that is where I joined in a multinational company as an engineer. And I served in that company almost 2 decades, being there as an engineer. And during that moment, a young, dynamic, vibrant, I joined in at the company. I knew I can make more. I went and involved myself in a multi-level marketing company.
Okay.
And that is where one of my friends who introduced me to this multi-level marketing company, he took me to one seminar. In that particular seminar, when I was seated there, there was this man, I don't know who he was, but he told me something that whatever that you think, whatever your mind can conceive and believe, you can achieve. That was a word from Napoleon Hill. That touched deep down in my heart. And I've never heard such a word in my life. That was the time I really felt motivated. And I told myself, this is what I'm going to do one day in my life, to inspire many people out there. I don't want them to grow up as how I grew, believing that we cannot achieve certain things in our life. And that is where, when I involved myself in multi-level marketing, along the way, I enjoyed training. I developed people. There are many times I lost count of going to Fraser's Hill. We used to have a team building in Fraser's Hill. I used to drive there. Even whatever time it is, I used to drive to build up the spirit of the people over there, inspire them. And that is where my interest in motivation grew. And along the way, serving in the multinational company, I offer myself to provide customer service training to the management.
Okay.
They accepted it. And I added value being an engineer and also being a trainer for the entire engineers. And I traveled wide to inspire them to be the best in their customer service. And that is where, from there, I found my passion. I told myself I have to go on looking for my passion. And that is where I found 𝐒𝐇𝐈𝐍𝐄, a program which I own the company now, being a partner with another good friend of mine, Reverend Dr. David Doe. And we are in the we are doing a program together, and that is where 𝐒𝐇𝐈𝐍𝐄 changed my life. And today it is I'm a master trainer there.
Right. Okay. Tell us a little bit about 𝐒𝐇𝐈𝐍𝐄. It's a funny word. So what's the background? What's the origin of this word or this company name?
𝐒𝐇𝐈𝐍𝐄, founded by Reverend Dr. David Goh, together with one of his friends, Jim Howie in Australia. It was founded in 1995. And from there on, after a few years, this program was brought back to Malaysia. And till today, there have already been 560 session programs has been done, Amodago. It has been throughout the world. Inspired many people to speak how to speak with power and confidence. It transformed many people's life, in fact. And I knew when I enrolled in this program back in 2016. At that time, I knew Dr. David Goh. He invited me. He said, Chris, you should come and attend this program. I was telling to myself, I'm already a trainer and I'm already a speaker. Why should I attend such a program? And yet, he insisted. He said, Chris, you should come and attend. Then I told myself, okay, I'll attend. And I tell you, the first day attending the program, I knew I was nowhere. That particular program transformed my life, and I fall in love with that program. And that is the reason I was with him, training together.
So what's the name of this program?
Amodago stands for Ambassador of Motivation, David Goh. He is the founder of the program.
Yes. That's what Amodago is. I've always wondered, why is it a funny word? Is it from a different language? Okay, I understand now. Okay, so yeah, I actually know this program. It's the power speaking one, right?
Exactly.
The power speaking one, yeah. So it's definitely a unique program. The funny thing about the program, I mean, I was attending it as a guest, and what I remember most, two things. They throw white cloth at you, and they give out really cute flags. So Chris, can you just share with us a little bit more about this unique program of yours?
This is a 4 days workshop where we will challenge each and every one of them in terms of their power speaking, in terms of their capabilities. And because many of them who come and attend this program, sometimes they don't know what they are capable of, the potential within them. And this is the program where we will push them to the limit so that sometimes they will break down, and that is where the breakthrough will.
I'm laughing. I'm laughing here because I remember that time when I attended. Even sitting at the back, I remember being nervous. Yes, it will challenge you to your limits.
Yeah, definitely. But towards the end of the program, we can see a great transformation on the 4th day. I've been attending, I've been doing this program for the past 4 to 5 years now. I can't think of anyone who come to me and said this program doesn't make a difference in their life. Each and every one of them, until now, they text us and they complimented that it has transformed their life to a greater height, to become a better speaker, to tell the story about them, and to become a better presenter.
Right. So yeah, even speakers and trainers are encouraged to come for this course. Yeah, even like what you said yourself, you've already been a speaker, a trainer for many years.
Exactly, because sometimes that we have this kind of attitude where we think that we are the best, but there are certain areas I think we can polish it and become better than who we are now.
I see.
Definitely, Amodago is a program that will help you to become better.
I did read up about this program when you first introduced it to me. I understand that it has helped thousands of people over the years. Yeah?
Yes, it is. Yes.
Yeah.
And this program has been brought to many parts of the world, from Russia to Moscow, Australia, Taiwan, Indonesia, and many parts of the world. And all these people, and all of them find a transformation in their life, and they become a better speaker, and it has made a difference. in terms of their self-image,
Mm-hmm.
and they discover the potential within them.
Right, right. Okay, Chris. You know, when I was thinking about this episode 4, motivation, I'm going to bring Chris in and all this, right? One thing that strikes in my mind is like every time I speak to a motivational speaker, right, it's very natural for them to try to inspire. They have stories to tell and they're always very good storytellers, right? Okay, Chris, so I'm going to put you in the spotlight a little bit more. Can you tell us a story that we'll remember as we go to bed tonight, and it will help us as we wake up tomorrow in the morning? Tell us a story.
Fantastic. No problem. I just shared one story to a group of entrepreneurs. Let me share the story again. This was about a dog who all his life living in a very comfortable area in the house, and the owner used to take care of this dog very well. 3 meals a day, took care of the dog very well, and every time what the dog does is wake up in the morning, drink the milk, noon there is a food, play with the owner. That's about it, and it will sleep and bark to the strangers once in a while. The dog was having a very good life. And then one day, after a long sleep, this dog woke up and found out there was no food on the tray. And this dog waited for a few hours, and yet there's no food. And the dog realized the owner was not around. And this is where the dog was waited with the hope that somebody will provide a food. A day passed by, and it was already the second day, third day. On the fourth day, the dog was very hungry at that. The dog knew nobody is going to feed. And that is where the dog realized that he got to find food. If not, it will die there. At that moment of time, the dog decided either to jump over the fence and go to the outside world and look for a food, or be there and die.
Okay.
The dog decided to jump over the fence. With all the energy, the dog jumped over the fence. And out of the fence, the dog was waiting. It was very hungry, waiting for a food. And few hours went by, there's no food there. And one moment, the dog saw there was a rabbit running across. That is where the hope comes in. Without thinking a second, the dog started to chase the rabbit. With all the power and might, the dog started to chase. As it was running after the food, and the rabbit was running for life. The dog was chasing after it. The hungry dog was chasing after this rabbit. At one moment of time, this dog realized there's a noise right behind of it. As he turned and looked, he saw there are a few more dogs chasing after the same rabbit. And this hungry dog, that is where, increased the power, and the dog was really hungry. He really wanted to have the food. He was chasing after the dog, and one moment, there are few dogs chasing after one rabbit. And along the way, one after another dog started to give up. And finally, one dog got the rabbit. You know which dog was that? That is the hungry dog.
Right.
Yes. You got to be hungry.
You got to be hungry.
If you want something so desperately, you got to be hungry for it. And that is where the dog got the food. And let me share with you, reflect back on the story. When the dog was there in the house waiting for a food, that is where the comfort zone is. Comfort zone is a place, it will spoil you, it will kill you, it will develop a pride and ego. And this dog, if it looks at the pride and if it's telling that I got no energy to jump over the fence, that dog going to die inside. The same situation has changed. Moment of, we cannot be sitting in that particular comfort zone that we were sitting a few months back. and thinking, hoping for business to come in. We have to build the energy to jump over the fence and look for a food out there.
Rabbit.
This is where you got to come in with your energy. For a change to happen, you've got to build the energy. You've got to jump over the fence.
Okay.
And as this dog was chasing the rabbit, at one moment, the dog realized there are a few more other dogs who are chasing after the same goal, the same rabbit, the same food. And that is where, if you really so desperately wanted what you want, you've got to build the power within you. This is where it will make you strong.
Okay.
My friend, you must always focus on your goal. Never ever lose focus on the goal. If you are desperate enough, I remember all of us were so excited. We were very excited to write our resolution. Year 2020 is going to be definitely, everyone wanted to become very successful. They want to expand their business. They want to fulfill their dreams. This is the goal that you have set. Never lose focus on the goal. The dog never lose focus on the goal, because only one reason, the dog was hungry about it. You got to be hungry to achieve your goal. There can be 101 reasons. There can be a lot of excuses, but that is not going to determine my goal. I'm going to achieve it, and that is where your power is going to be there. And my friends, never ever lose focus on your dream. And finally, you must have the fire deep within you.
Right.
You lose the fire, you lose your goal. This is where you got to keep rekindling the fire within you to achieve the dream that you really wanted. The situation can be pulling you down. The people around you can be telling 101 things that you cannot achieve. The situation is bad. The world economy is very bad that you can't achieve. My friends, let them say whatever they want to say. Focus on your goal. Let the fire to be there. And you will definitely achieve it, because I believe you got the power within you.
Amazing. Amazing. So, moral of story, be a hungry dog.
Definitely.
Be so hungry. Find that rabbit. Never lose sight of it. Keep chasing. Outdo your competitors. Stay focused. Add power, as the Chinese will say, add oil.
Yeah.
Add power. Chai. You also know, huh? That's crazy. That's amazing. Okay. Whilst you were telling the story, Chris, we have some friends here who are hungry. She needs supper. Thank you, Maggie. I hope you get your supper after this. Hopefully, it's not a rabbit. Right? Another good observation here from Maggie, the hungry Maggie. Yes, that's right. Chris did mention jumping out of our comfort zone, being too comfortable, too complacent, being spoon-fed, I guess. It's a very dangerous situation to be in. Well, of course, we are grateful. We are, having gratitude towards people who support us. But at the same time, if we are just sitting there waiting for the others to reach out to us, it's very dangerous, right, Chris?
Yes, exactly. You see, Geraldine, many of the time, the one that is pulling us down is we ourselves, the belief that we have. You see, the ship don't sink because of the water that is around it. The ship sinks because the water that gets into it.
Definitely.
What you are involving in your mind, what you are taking is the one will kill you.
So Jovis got the right understanding here. The power within you.
Exactly. That is the power within you.
That's amazing. Okay. And Mr. Steven Sadasivam, he is saying this, power speaking, really awesome. Steven probably gone through your program, Chris?
Yeah, Steven, yes.
Wonderful, wonderful.
It's one of our, I think it's the first runners-up, yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. The thing with Christopher's power speaking training is that at the end of 4 days, well, he's got like 10 or 12 participants, students, right? At the end of the 4 days, they will select third placing, second
Yes,
placing, and a
there's a
champion.
challenge trophy,
So
and
that's
we
really
will,
rewarding.
yes, we'll see the best speakers. And so far, we have almost 560 over gold award recipients throughout the world.
Wow, it's amazing. Chris, you have a question here from Samuel. It's not really a question, it's a statement, but I believe you can assist him. He's saying that I always sometimes lose focus.
You see, there are many times it happens to many people out there because we are so much into the world that we are concentrating into something else that we lose focus on what we're supposed to do. This is where the negative force will come in. For us to keep ourselves focused, sometimes there are a few habits that we can do. We can have a notebook in our pocket that we will. It is a habit, actually. You got to program your mind in such a way that you don't lose focus on negative things.
Mm-hmm.
There are almost 90,000 thoughts are coming across in our mind for normal days.
Yep.
And out of the 80 to 90,000 thoughts, 85% is a negative thoughts and repetitive thoughts.
That's a lot. That's a very high number.
Exactly. And the more we entertain all the negative thoughts and the negative messages, this is where we're going to lose our focus.
Okay.
The moment you focus on your dream, the moment you focus on your goal with the burning desire, I'm very sure you cannot lose your sight from your goal. Like the dog, don't look left, don't look right. Focus on the rabbit and run for it.
So, Chris, I've got this question. How to rekindle the fire within you? MCO has blown a lot of our fire. If it's not completely gone, it has become smaller. How do we rekindle? How to rekindle the fire?
This is a process of rekindling your fire is a process.
Okay.
And I knew about it very well because in my life, I used to rekindle the fire again and again to achieve my passion, my dream to be a motivational speaker. And for that, I have a program. Probably, Geraldine, you can share the program,
This one?
the Fire Within, yes.
The Fire Within. Okay, right.
This is a 1 day, 2 hours program.
2 hours program, yeah. So this program, the Fire Within You, is a motivational talk.
Yes, I will teach you how to keep up the fire, how to achieve your dream, how to stay focused, and how to program your subconscious mind so that you don't attract to negative thoughts.
Okay. Over the time you have run this program, may I ask, who is this program most suited for? Is there a specific group who can benefit the most?
I have students right from age 16 years old up to 60 years old who attended this program.
Okay.
And all of them benefited from it.
Wow. Okay. All right. It's a 2 hours, yeah. I mean, personally, for myself, motivation talk, 2 hours after that, you feel very, very, very excited, and you feel like you don't want to you don't want to leave the classroom, because there's so much to learn, so much to uncover.
This is a 1 day program, but I'm making it into a 2 hours program online.
Yeah. Now we have to be online, right? So it's a bit comprehensive. But we still get the necessary learnings, right?
Exactly. The essence. Yeah.
Essence will never run. Okay, wonderful. So if you guys listening, you are interested, or if you know someone who is in need of a little bit help, a little bit guidance, a little bit boost to uncover or to rediscover the fire within them, please sign up. You can just go to Back to School Co for more details. Yeah, the class is on 14th of May. That's a Thursday, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Thursday.
It's a Thursday. Yep, that's right. It's a Thursday class. Yeah, and we have planned it to be for 2 to 4 p.m. So if you are still WFH working from home, it's good if you can attend it. If you're WFO working from office now, leave us a PM. Let us know if you have any troubles attending this one. Maybe Chris can come up with a weekend class. Yeah, but just give us a feedback if the timing is not suitable or anything, just speak to us. Yeah. All right, Chris, we are at the tail end of the show already. Really fast, right?
Yeah, it's really fast. Already 9:30 now, yeah?
It's already 9:30. Okay, let me just go through, just do one last sweep to our comments from our dear audience. Oh, Maggie has an interesting question. Maggie, I'll answer this question. How to keep our fire burning non-stop? You attend Christopher's class. Okay. Clinton's got a good input. It's not the how, it's the big WHY. Once we have the why, the how will come. Very good advice also, Clinton. Mr. Steven said this. Sorry, where did Steven's comment go? Yeah, Steven, burning desire to achieve my goal. So according to Christopher just now, it was a combination of 4 recipe: energy, power, goal, fire.
Yes.
Right? Okay, Chris, putting you on the spot again. I didn't prep you for this question. What's your 3 tips to stay motivated?
The one thing that you got to remember, keep your focus on your goal. Tell to yourself, I am the best and no one can compete with me. And with that spirit, my friends, never give up on your goals. Definitely, I believe you got the power within you and you will achieve whatever that you want in your life. Keep going.
That's amazing. Okay, with that, thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in for the past 30 minutes. We appreciate it. I appreciate it very much from the bottom of my heart. The next episode will be episode 5, which is happening on Wednesday, Inner and Outer Beauty, with our guests Erica Gunn and Shobha Roy. And with that, thank you very much, Christopher. Thank you very much, audience. You've been amazing with your comments, and endless comments still coming in, actually. And Chris, let's say good night to the wonderful audience.
Good night. Thank you very much. And keep going. I believe in you. And definitely you can make it. Thank you. I'm Christopher, signing off.
Thank you, Christopher. Power, power, power.
Yeah.